Wow, he's walking bananas on one shoulder and on the other shoulder. Yeah, wow.
Welcome to Fiji.
Wow. I think a lot of the stuff that we're talking about coming through right here.
There was a bust in Nandi or Lotoka somewhere there.
4 tons.
Now
Yeah.
they're saying half of it's missing. It's in a container. It's in the police compound.
Yo.
But lately they're saying that the rat is eating the thing. Yeah, see the container is there. On the corner there.
Yeah, that one there, yeah. A lot of people wouldn't associate Fiji, the beautiful paradise island, with a drug crisis. Fiji is now used as a major drug port between South America and Australia and New Zealand, and is facing a growing crisis of its own. A surge in drug use, particularly methamphetamine or ice, is tearing through the communities, and at the same time HIV cases are rising at an alarming rate, creating a health crisis in Fiji that they're finding hard to contain. Corruption within the government's only worsened the situation. Recent arrest of the Prime Minister highlights the exact issue. The former Prime Minister, Frank Bainimarama, was in prison for a year for hindering police investigations into government corruption. And it's a lot of people's belief that the government and the authorities have a lot to do with this crisis. So in this video, I travelled to Fiji to speak to some of the locals to try to get a feel for what's going on there and what could be done to change it and what they feel the future holds for this nation at a crossroads. All right, here we are. Downtown Suva, Fiji's capital. Famous, beautiful island of Fiji. If it looks like I'm dripping wet already, I am. It was pouring down like 25 minutes ago, and now it's about 33 degrees and it's all evaporating, and it'll probably do that 3 or 4 times throughout today's video. But here we are, bruh. We're going down here to start off with. We're meeting a few locals. We've been speaking to a few locals about this situation. They want their faces blurred entirely throughout the entire video and their voices changed. The situation here with this drug epidemic, this drug crisis in Fiji, it runs a lot deeper. Like I said, I won't pretend that I know the extent of it now, but it's political, it's to do with police, it's to do with, you know, border patrols at docks and everything. So there's a lot of stuff at stake and a lot of corruption involved, and the people that are going to take us around, the reason they said, this is what they said in a WhatsApp through conversation with my management. They said, we are only doing this, and this is putting us at risk and our families because it's the only way that we can make change. And they really want a rehab here for the people and for the kids of Suva, which they don't have. And they said, like, this is the only way. Like, if you bring Spanian here, we do this video. Yeah, it'll give them a platform and the awareness. That's their goal. They just want a rehab. Like, that's how bad the situation is here. They're going to explain everything, take us to a few neighborhoods. Apparently there's a lot of places. He named 5 neighborhoods that he said, if you go there, you will freak. They are just wrecked with drugs nowadays. This is big. This is the first video of this. We actually might be exposing a lot for the good, You know what I should probably explain? And because I forget how many people, a lot of yous are actually even first time viewers of me on this video, maybe, and each video, or maybe just 6 months, a year. So a lot of the old stories I used to tell about my background and why I do this, I don't tell it anymore because, you know, I just presume like everyone's heard it a million times, but actually most people have no idea. So I think this is a perfect video to explain. I grew up a heroin addict. I was a heroin addict when I was high school age. Not that I was going to high school. I was a heroin addict as a teenager, well before I was 18. Before I was 18 years old, I went from smoking heroin to injecting it. Grew up in juvenile detention, grew up in prison, got off drugs in my early 20s while I was in prison. Continued to go to prison for selling drugs. I was a drug dealer. So this is very in line with my life, you know what I mean? I'm not an outsider doing this. I just thought I would say that because I just don't say it anymore, you know what I mean? And people watch my videos and who's this guy? Is he a footy player? Some people say, like, you know what I mean? People see my videos and go, what is he, like a sports, but you know what I mean? So yeah, always have, yeah, like a special interest and a special place for videos like this and other drug epidemic videos that I've made in different parts of the world. It's not the first. So as you probably would have seen in the graphics in the intro, I'm pretty sure the overwhelming problem here is ice, meth, whatever you want to call it, whatever part of the world you're from. There's just, if you type up Fiji drugs, it's just, bro, massive sieges of ice. Tons, again and again, uncovering Fiji's fight against rampant drugs, ABC investigations, thousands of kilos seized. I'm pretty sure the major, it probably like everywhere, it'd be a bit of everything. I even got a little word telling me that a lot of it's synthetics from Asia, which is the worst of the worst in any type. No matter what type of drugs are being used, the synthetic the synthetic versions are just absolutely putrid. Synthetic heroines, synthetic marijuanas, they just shouldn't be legal. Way worse than the original drugs. Like I said, bro, I hope I'm not saying anything wrong, and I'm gonna leave the majority of the talking to the lads. You know what the craziest thing is too? How their former Prime Minister, Bainimarama, sorry, Fijian names are, bro, Fijian are one of the, and Turkish, two hardest names to pronounce in the world. Their former Prime Minister though, is full in prison, like right now, for obstructing investigations into corruption, things like this. This crisis being one of those investigations that the former Prime Minister was obstructing, cuz like, it's pretty serious, lad, you know what I mean? Prime Minister, like dead set leader of the country, in prison for obstructing things like this, cuz. So it's like, that's what I mean, bro, this stuff runs deep. This stuff runs deep, and this is why the lads that we're going to meet in a minute, voice changes and everything. Like, it wasn't even enough that they said that we need the faces blurred and our voices changed. Like, it's that serious. And Brian, a place like this, cars, like, I don't know if many people know about how the political situation here can get sometimes. It's not as friendly, just like, as you see on the surface level. Like, there's been times where this city here and this country has just been like, army, just take it over. People just in the streets with guns and like military coups and like tribal battles and stuff, like, bro, so it gets serious here. Like, it's not a place where you can just step out of line and shine too much and expose too much, you know what I mean? It really isn't. It really isn't, cuz. Like, I know a lot of people thinking it's just a Pacific island. It's friendly. It's like the Cook Islands. It's like Samoa. In a lot of ways it is, but in a lot of ways it's not, bro. In a lot of ways it's not, cuz. When we get there, in different circumstances, I'll just keep the camera on. When I meet the blokes and it's just, there they are, hey, what he's doing. When I do it this way, I don't turn the camera off and then go and meet them and have a conversation with them, because it's the first time that will be speaking to them. So I'll keep the camera off, talk some things through, and then hit the camera on when they're all okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, we're jumping in the car now. Oh, this is super port. This is the main port.
The main port.
Oh well.
This is one of the port of entry.
Port of entry. Yeah. This is the major one, eh?
Port of entry. Yeah?
Yep. All right. So this is one of the two major ones.
This is the capital. Eh? It's all the wharf containers.
I think a lot of the stuff that we're talking about coming through right here. Oh, they're smuggling guns in too with them. Yeah.
There's one favored Musa. He was untouchable in the last government.
Oh yeah?
He's almost a chemist, you know. He just got arrested from New Zealand. He just did his time there and he's deported to Fiji.
Well, so this one's one of the hottest spots, eh?
Hottest spot.
Nandunumai.
Don't mind telling a bit.
Wow.
The area we're going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you to two of my friends here.
Yep.
You know.
What's that in front of us? A prison?
Yeah, that's a prison. This is Corrival jail.
Corrival jail. Wow.
This is the Corrival prison.
Wow.
On the right.
Yeah.
We can show it. I'll go faster. This is the prison. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the remand center.
Oh, the remand center's up there. Yeah.
Then the women's prison. All the prisoners, yeah.
Oh, yep.
You'll see it.
It's all one big facility, huh?
One big facility. It's the women's center back there.
Yeah.
And
It looks very poor here.
that's the school.
Yeah. That's the school?
That's the boarding school, BMS.
That's the
It's
school,
our
yeah.
girls' school.
Yeah.
Same thing, before the neighborhood, they fight over rugby, rugby matches or over a woman,
Yeah.
You going to another turf and you steal a woman from there. Boys fights.
Yeah.
And now they're fighting over drugs.
Far out.
2-3 years ago in Nambua there, the same community, then they divided,
Yeah.
They're fighting and they bringing.
They fight over drugs now.
They fighting
Used
over
to go
drugs.
from rugby and girls to drugs.
Now it's going to
Wow.
drugs.
Wow.
See? And it's uncontrollable,
Yeah. We're here now. I'm with the landowner of this area in the Lenavisi, and how are you, brother? What do you see like here? How is this issue going along? Like, how bad has it gotten?
Issue here is like in not only this place, like in Fiji, right?
Yeah.
Poverty, level of poverty is too high.
The level of poverty, yeah.
Level of poverty is very high.
Something like 70% or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Probably something 70 or 80%, something
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So the thing is, everybody is looking for life. So like what happened? They start selling drugs. They try to get something for us so they can get feed the family.
Yeah.
Some they go get it to use it. Some to go get it to use for something else.
So the root cause is the poverty.
The poverty.
Yeah.
So the poverty, the thing is, the poverty, government can't help these people. What I see in the country, the main thing is about the drugs is up there,
It's up the top.
also on the top.
Yeah.
They are the one bring the drugs in Fiji.
Yeah.
I've been seen it. I seen it. I seen
Yeah.
it.
It's not about this area or
No,
that
no,
next
it's not-
area.
It's not
Yeah.
all about this
Yeah.
area only. No,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Around Fiji, island, big city,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Rural
Yeah.
area.
Rural area.
The rural areas, yeah.
The
It's-
drugs all over.
Yeah. It's taken over everywhere, eh?
Everywhere. So
How
you
long's
can-
it? How long's it been this bad?
30 to 40 years.
30 to 40 years. Wow.
Yes.
The drug situation or the poverty?
The drug situation.
Yeah. Wow.
Poverty is already there.
Yeah. It's already there.
The poverty before the drugs come into 30 to 40 years, poverty life is already there.
Yeah.
Today I can tell you straight.
Yep.
Yeah. Today, like I said, it doesn't matter if you change a new president, a new prime minister, a new commander, or a new commissioner of police. It doesn't matter if we change.
Doesn't matter.
The drugs line, it won't cut. It won't cut.
Nothing's gonna stop it,
No,
eh?
nobody can stop it. Nobody.
Too late, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Nobody can stop it. Now it's the worst because a lot of young generation, they're coming up using this drug in a different way.
Yeah. Even now, it's young generations
Yes, exactly.
using ice.
Yes, using ice.
How young are drug addicts now?
This year is 16 years old.
16-year-olds, so teenagers. Yeah.
Teenagers, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Still schooling.
Yeah. Still in school.
Still in school, start taking drugs.
Yeah. Far out.
Like I said, it's a poverty life only.
And is there any rehab facilities? Anything? There's no help from the government, is there?
No. There's
The
help.
government just completely ignore the situation,
No.
eh?
The only thing they come here, we
To
come
arrest
to raid
people.
this house. We
Yeah,
come
to
to
just
raid
a
this
raid.
house.
There's no programs, there's no
program,
addressing, there's no
nothing.
rehab,
Nothing. No
nothing
rehab,
at all.
nothing.
They don't even recognize it,
Even
just
to
arrest
come
people.
up here like to come like a police or
Yeah.
military to come here to make one community something.
Yeah,
Nothing at all.
nothing at all.
The only thing is to come here, raid that house.
Yeah.
Raid that house.
Yeah, well, far, that's crazy. They got no rehabs, no nothing, cuz. Like, bro, even when I was in Sao Paulo, but they got rehabs in Sao Paulo. So there's rehabs in Brazil even. Just to express the extent of like, just nothing, like no recognition at all, cuz. I think we're gonna go now with the landowner who's respected here, so we can do it with him. We're gonna go walk around and see what's going on, see where the action is, stuff like that, you know?
This is the hub of it.
This is the hub of it. Yeah. Are we walking there or in the car?
Are you going to take a car? You're going to take the road down?
Yep.
You're going to drive down? Then
Yeah, we'll
come
drive down and come up. All right, beautiful. Yeah. It's actually so beautiful here, but despite what we're talking about, look how beautiful it is, guys. Wow. True, man. It's like paradise, bro. Am I wrong, or did that bloke have a ice pipe in his hand, hey? He did, hey? Yeah. He was walking with bananas and a big ice pipe in his hand. He's there talking to this car now. Straight away. Straight away. Yeah. Wow, he's walking bananas on one shoulder and an ice pipe on the other shoulder. Yeah, wow.
Welcome to Fiji.
Wow. And the ice pipe was massive. It was like as long as his arm, bro. Wow. Yeah, right at the back of the church and the girls' school. So it's sort of like a trap house up there. And do you think those people in the car waiting, are they locals or they come from a different area here?
Different area.
Different area, yeah.
From different
So they go up there
area.
to get and yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, alright. Wow, that was actually so close. One street. So this is one of the most red hot spots, eh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. London on
This
my
one big red zone spot here.
big red zone spot, alright. Were both of those spots back there? Were they were all using drugs, eh?
Huh? Yes, yes.
Both, yeah. I could tell actually by the. I didn't want to be judgmental,
Yes,
but
yes,
I could
yes.
see the look
Yes,
of the
yes, yes,
people.
yes.
They look like drug addicts.
Rami Bango, Bishop Sumukango.
Those two shacks on either side of, as we're coming up that last road, full of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
This
didn't.
one on a billet place down there.
Yeah. There was heaps. They even had the appearance of, like you could see, their faces were full, like meth faces. Yeah. And this is a family community here still. Yeah.
From myself,
So they walk past that every day.
we families.
Yeah.
Families, you know.
All families, huh?
All families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so every day they have to walk past all those people that are using drugs.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
For the main line. This is the main line. This is all.
Yep. This is the main
staying
lane,
on
eh?
the street here selling drugs here.
Really?
Yeah. Tako na nakasalak cuma tamat itu. Kung sa wiyo sa tuwi bigum nito tu sino ka? O sa kere. O sa kere tuwi kamu tu ka. Pero matin tu bikim ni talabarochu, bikim ni talabarochu. Pero matin tu terus sa kere ni matin tu. Tu musuka. Sure.
There we go, eh?
Yep.
This is the main street here. Yeah.
This is it. It's the main street now. Yeah.
Park. All the cars park here. Boo.
Yep.
Nobody come to this glass to that glass. No.
Mhm.
All the cars park here.
Yep. I can see her smoking a pipe there now. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. Wow, so even girls, huh?
Oh.
You can see.
Even girls.
Girls and boys.
Yeah, wow.
Very young generation.
Well,
Yeah. Any car comes around this place. Taxi, private car, whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
The
even
only thing
there.
is,
Look.
they just knock on the window. Knock on the window.
Yeah,
They just knock on the window.
yeah.
Because they don't. All the cars come here. They all buy drugs.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Man or woman. When they saw us, when you come across, they run up to the car. They knock on the window beside the car.
Yeah.
Try to stop to ask you, hey, how much you wanna buy? How much you wanna buy?
Like how he did there. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
way. You see that way?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See when you park there,
Yeah.
see, they look at you two both inside and in front.
Yeah.
They know, so new faces here.
New faces.
So he was trying to put the glass down so you can ask what you guys want to
Yeah, yeah,
buy.
yeah.
You understand?
Ah, there was a lot of people in those shacks. There was another shack up the lane too. We went past. And there were lots. There was heaps. The one up there had about like 20 men in it. So the people that are selling the drugs, it's not necessarily hard criminals and
No, no.
gangsters and
No,
stuff
no,
like
no,
it's
no,
it's
no.
poor families.
Yes, yes. all
Yeah,
right,
it's
yes.
poor families.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very important fact.
Kita duduk mereka.
Boleh semua lagi.
So sometimes even just a regular family, they will start doing it.
You see when these things when they're running the street there, it's normal.
Yeah.
The whole village is normal.
Yeah.
They pay their school fees, they buy their food, whatever they try to do.
Yeah.
It's because of it's no hardcore things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
not
not hardcore.
hardcore things to do this
Yeah.
this kind of things.
Yeah.
But they do this. It's like I said, it's a family way.
Yeah.
It's a family way. Some they buying the drugs,
Yeah.
sell it to help their family. Some they buying drugs to use it.
Yeah.
Some they buy drugs to use it.
Yeah.
Different ways.
Yeah. And there's places like this, like that street there. There's places like this
Yes,
all
yes.
over Fiji now.
Yes.
It was just saying the comparison to how they were just in the last street, just out. They were bus stops they were sitting in, by the way. I didn't know what they were, but just in the streets, just like they're smoking, just big pipes, like Redfern. Like how he said before, he made the comparison to Redfern. It's exactly how it used to be at Redfern, cuz it's crazy to think that in Fiji and Suva.
83% like the Tokis, the Fijians.
83% of HIV.
Of HIV.
Yeah.
That's our known ones. They've been identified.
Yup.
Imagine
An increase in that much. Is that what you're saying?
increase in the last 16, 20 years.
Yeah, wow.
You know, see, this is the fruit of something that's been planted, you know.
Yeah.
There was a seed happening, you know, this has been...
Because a lot of people are injecting as well. Is that right?
that's
They're
what I
using
mean.
needles, yeah.
They're using needles.
Yeah.
They don't know how to, like 3-7 people, they use it, they don't clean it, you know.
Because they can't get needles, so they share.
They share.
Yeah.
No, they're not being taught how to do it properly, you know. You
Yeah.
have to, if you are addicted, it should be, that's why I say, no, the rehab, the awareness, you know.
Yeah.
Because the last 10, 15 years, there were no such thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they smoke green, it's like cigarette.
Mhm.
But this is a new ball game, you know.
Yeah. We're going to another neighborhood now. Hey. What's it called?
It's with the Lombua.
Nambua. So this is another area heavily affected. Wow, this looks like a rough area. Nambua mini market.
What is a lot of where these drugs been dumped, some of these areas, a lot of where the Fijians are living, the Tokis, you know,
Yeah.
and it's affecting them, you know.
Yeah.
It's changed the culture,
Yeah.
completely changed the behavior of the neighborhood, you know.
Mhm.
See, this is Nambua.
So this is the neighborhood of Nambua. Yeah.
Over because of the drugs.
Oh, really? They're here?
Top line.
So
Top
they-
line boys and the Nambua boys, yeah.
Nambua boys here, top line boys here. Well,
They had a fight.
recently had a fight
Yeah.
over drug
2 or
arguments.
3 years ago.
Yeah. How do you feel with the youth now and religion? Are they falling away from religion? Because the thing I've noticed a lot around many places in the world, that's the youth are falling away. What's it like in Fiji? It's still very Christian, or do you feel it like slipping away?
In Fiji, what I can say is 50-50, you know?
Yep.
It's like, in a way, people are drifting to the world, you know?
Yep.
Every Saturday in another dimension too.
Yep.
There's other people, they're very faithful in what they believe, the
Yep.
discipline, the core values, what they know they've been taught when they were young, you know?
Mhm.
They hold on to that. you know, and it goes hand in hand. You know, the Bible even saying the wheat, it grows together, and in the harvest then we'll see which one is good, which one is bad.
Yeah.
So you can say in here it's like that. It's changed.
Yeah.
And now, especially with the drugs coming in, because some of these hard drugs, they don't have to smoke or you can smell it on them.
Yeah.
But over time, then you'll see it. Over time, when they hide it, and when it show up, it's too late. They're already addicted. And in Fiji, the sad part about it, there's no rehab. There's no way to help them, get back to normalcy, or just being there's awareness, this bad, and like to be aggressive, in a manner like everyone to work together, everybody's like to hate it, this drugs is not supposed to be in Fiji. We don't have to take hard drugs in Fiji, we have to see it all together like that, But the sad part is, imagine if the 4 ton can be in Fiji, how many more ton can come? And imagine now they're entertaining.
Because there was a big there's been big busts, right?
Yeah, there was a bust in Nandi or Lotoka, somewhere there.
Nandi, 4 tons.
Yeah, 4 tons.
Wow.
And then I'll show you the container where they're storing it. Now they're saying half of it's missing in the hands of the police.
Really? It's been going missing, huh?
We'll go there. We'll go and see it, and you can see
it's evaporating, huh? Magically evaporating.
You see Miami Vice?
Yeah.
Miami Vice?
Miami
This is Fiji Vice.
Silver Vice, lad.
Silver Vice, yeah. That's exactly what's happening here. So, like we're just highlighting it, Like they got the evidence. They're supposed to, I don't know, keep it, or I don't know what's the protocol there. But now the news is saying that it's missing. So who's bringing it from there to here? The military or the police? It's the police.
This is Nabua top line.
Yeah, this is Nabua top line.
This is top line.
Here.
So the boys here, they were fighting down there.
Fighting there, and then now it's all been solved.
Can it get dangerous now because of the situations? Can it get dangerous? Like if I got out now and just started walking up to them with my camera, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
It's dangerous,
Because see, you have to understand, they're on white. In their mind, when you're on
they
the
can
gear,
think anything.
They can think anything. They're very paranoid. They can just get a knife and stab you.
Especially no logic.
That's it. I'm explaining because we are concerned. See, we can go there. I don't want you to walk.
It's unpredictable. Unpredictable. It doesn't matter if you have logic, doesn't matter what you say. Someone could be peeking hard, get a knife. These blokes are from the army, the police, dogs, whatever.
They think like that.
They think like that,
I'm working in a law firm there. When I see the files I'm reading, they're not going and robbing the shopkeeper, or they're robbing their own family.
Well, really?
That's how bad it is. They're stealing from the father and the mother have to sell their car to so the son pay off his debt.
Wow.
We don't
very desperate.
That's very desperate.
Very desperate,
So
that's what ICE does, but ICE is the worst.
ICE does,
ICE is the worst for that, because it's not just addiction, it's addiction and sort of mental illness at the same time.
It changes your behavior, it changes your culture. You will go against your family
ethics,
values, your ethics, culture, all these things. You will go against it. This is top line. We're gonna go 4 ton or 5 ton container. They bring it here in a Nasino police mobile. It's in a container. It's in the police compound. But lately they're saying that the rat is eating the thing. There's a rat in the kitchen. There's a rat in the kitchen. What's he gonna
Slowly
do?
there'll be none left, The rats, So they brought it here from Nandi, And Nandi it's quite far, is it? 3 hours drive?
Yeah.
There it is, Nasini police station. I can see containers there. Is that them?
Yeah, you see that container?
Yeah.
That blue container?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the container that's stocking that 4 ton.
Really?
It's now missing.
They still leave it here, sitting here.
That 4 ton as of now is maybe half or 3/4.
Yeah.
Missing.
So it's 1 ton now. The 1 ton container now.
The 4 ton is intending to be a 1 ton.
1 ton. Far out.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. See, the container is there. On the corner there. To the new boots.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah.
See the one on the
Yeah,
blue?
yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Down there, right?
That's it. That's
Editor,
the,
zoom in on that
that's
blue
the 4 ton
container.
to 1 ton.
That's the still full of ice, with the rats eating it. That's the one there.
That's it.
I'm surprised they don't just destroy the ice. Maybe they want it for a reason.
We're waiting for the court order.
Oh, really?
We're
Yeah.
waiting for the court order for them to destroy it.
All right.
You came to Tonga?
Haven't been to Tonga, no. Nah.
Bro, you go there.
Yeah?
The place is worse, man. All the deputy from overseas,
Well.
and they running the thing, it's just killing them. Man.
Oh, no way.
I went there early this year.
Yeah.
That's when I see it firsthand. That's why I said,
No way.
I went and said, all the boys, they got deported from overseas.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
all Tongans. So
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
the thing is the Indians, you know, from the deputy from America.
Yo.
You know, they team up with all this business, you know.
Yeah.
They bribe all these good people, you know. They've been compromised.
Well.
The thing about Fiji, they compromise, you know. A lot of they've been compromised.
Yo.
If they not compromise, no, things will be, you know, just set normal.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the power of the money, eh?
Yo.
Money, see.
Money is talks, man.
Money talks.
Yeah. But the harbour is beautiful here. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. And the mountains in the clouds over there, it's so nice. Bro, look at this harbour, cuz. Bro, it's hectic, lad. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look how mad the water is. When I said, look how mad the harbour is, they said in all seriousness, they both pointed to the bloke behind me and said it's his harbour, this is his land. Him and his family own this harbour. And I sort of like laughed, I went like, and they said, no, it's his harbour. But that's another story, but it's him and his family's harbour. And I look back at the harbour and I'm like, all right, far out. That's crazy, eh? It was just telling me that in 2010, around that time, that it was so dangerous here, like to speak out on any issues or anything to do with the government really, that if we were making this video, even 10 years ago, they'd come up on the streets like police or army, grab us, arrest us, put you in jail. People were being killed. He said bodies would just be in the water, like all like political reasons, but to do with the previous government. And you spoke out against the previous government. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was that was dangerous for you to do?
For me, I know it's dangerous.
Yeah.
For the sake of the people, they can't say anything.
No one could say anything.
Anyone can stand up
Yeah,
to get a guts to say things to them.
yeah,
That's why God give me power. God give me power to say two things. So that's why I was stand up on 19, 20, 21. I was making a video.
2021, 2020.
19,
Yep.
20, 21. I made 3 live video
Yep,
in our country here
yep,
about the previous government, what they've been doing.
yep. And you showed your face and
I showed
everything.
my face.
Yeah,
Showed my face.
and you were the only person to
I'm
do
the
that.
only person.
Yeah,
I'm the only person in Fiji, locally.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not talking
They
from.
were talking boys from overseas.
From overseas because it's safe.
Safe.
Safe, yeah. So you were here in Suva saying
I
it.
was
Yeah.
sure because the thing is, anybody talk shit about the previous government,
Yeah.
sometimes they got arrested. Boom, camp.
Yeah,
Boom.
wow.
That's why people go out to another country.
Yeah.
They sit there and they talk from there.
They talk from
because
there,
they want
yeah.
to happen. They love their country.
Yeah.
But they can stand up straight to talk.
Yeah.
Because why? Because they know what's coming back. When they going to say something truth, boom, police. Army comes up, pick them up, boom.
Wow, that's so. You never think it for somewhere like Fiji, eh? You never think that. Yeah.
So when I do these things, when I talk straight about the previous government, like I said, I was with the previous government before. I was driving there, I was working with them. I saw everything was running.
Yeah.
Day and night, I saw everything was running. Everything's going.
Yeah. Oh, so you were from the previous government, a government employee before?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I was employed there before.
Yeah.
So I saw everything. I was in AG's office. I was driving there.
Yeah.
At the previous government, AG, Kayum, he was running the show. Cash in hand, people bring cash in hand.
Yeah.
The drugs, the guns, everything was running. Weapons, everything was coming in and out.
Wow.
So that's why people are so scared to talk.
Yeah.
Because they know they're going to talk, they're going to be dragged
Yeah.
to the camp.
Yeah. They'll target you and your family, everything.
Target everything.
Yeah. So he's actually witnessed it. Everything that we've been theoretically talking about, he was a witness to it. And talked out against that government. That's crazy. That's Bainimarama's government.
That's Bainimarama government.
Yeah. Alright, we've come to the downtown. We're like where we started. This way, yep. We're going to speak to a lawyer here who's very invested in this situation, and just to get another perspective from the other side, from the law side, you know what I mean? Hey brother, how are ya? So you work as a lawyer here? You're a lawyer?
Yes.
Yeah. You've been a lawyer here for how long?
I've been working as a lawyer now for 13 years.
13 years here in Suva, huh?
Been practicing in the courts here for 13 years in civil, criminal, and
Yeah.
family courts.
Yeah. So you know a lot about the situation with the drugs and how it's changing society here, and how do you see it from your perspective?
Well, being on the front lines every week, day to day, going to court and defending these kind of cases,
Yeah.
you see that the new type of crimes it's bringing to the country.
Yeah, it is it? Yeah. How do you feel about it from like thinking outside of it? Do you feel like they're allowing a lot of it to happen, or do you think they're actually targeting very hard like this problem?
Well, I think the authorities are trying to do their best
Yeah.
and tackle the big issues that are happening.
Do you go in the prisons much?
I do go and visit my clients
Yeah.
every month.
They're overcrowded, I heard.
Yes, I do hear that that is a normal thing with our current prison system.
Yeah.
The number of inmates.
How do you think we change this situation? What steps can we take to change this situation in Fiji?
I think that there needs to be more communication between all the relevant parties and stakeholders. More good information and good results.
Yeah. Because there's not a lot of help, is there?
I think
Like for drug addicts and...
I don't think it's like Australia and New Zealand where there's a lot of rehabilitation and facilities to assist those that have been affected by the what we call the drugs.
The addiction, yeah. What type of crimes do you think that the ice epidemic is causing like Fijians to do? Like
There has been an increase in violent crimes, and I'd say due to the effect of drug use.
yeah, wow. And there's no rehabs. There's no rehabilitation centers to go.
No,
there's not.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, wow.
Not at the moment.
Wow.
We have one mental institution.
Yeah.
However, it cannot cater for the number of people that are being affected.
Yeah. And it's not even appropriate. A mental institution, it's very different.
Yes.
To treat like an ice addict as a mental patient it's not appropriate. But that's the only process now, eh? That's all they can do. Just send them to the mental institution when it gets too much, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what seems to be the case.
Yeah, wow, bro. Legend,
Yes.
thank you so much. That was the best. I appreciate that a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. God bless you, cuz. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for coming
Set.
to
That's what you say, huh? Set.
Set.
Set means sweet.
Sweet.
Like Itzwa, yeah.
Itzwa.
Itzwa. Yeah, thank you, eh? All right, fellas, see you later. Bye, bye. Set. Set means like Itzwa. All right, bruh. Guys, got a lot to say after that. See, the lawyer we're talking to then, he has so many barriers, and he told me before the camera was on, as soon as the camera was off, obviously you could see he was speaking like a lawyer. It was like he was being interviewed and very careful of what he was saying, almost like a police interview. And after it, before I turned the camera on, he had so much to tell me about the situation, the government, what the police are doing. I turned the camera on and it was so down the line. I turned the camera back off and I go, "You're very nervous then?" And he goes, "No, you gotta understand, I can't say these things." He goes, I'm sure the boys told you before, this is the story of Fiji, and this is why people don't want to talk. He goes, it's small and everybody knows everybody. And tomorrow morning I'm in court and I'm representing a lot of big cases that have to do with these exact conversations you're talking about. And if I go to court one day, and he goes, it's so small here. Hey, do on, bro, do on. He goes, it's so small here. If I come out and go to court and they seen a YouTube video where I'm saying stuff about the police or about the criminal system, that's it for me. That's it for my clients. He goes, that's how it is here. He goes, that's how the mindset is. And I was like, I understand. But, we can understand that, you know, but he had so much to say. Actually, the 10 minutes when the camera was off with that lawyer was some of the most insightful stuff. But it goes exactly along with the theme of just everything else we've heard. Hey! Of everything else we've heard, and I think that's like one of the biggest barriers to issues like this, to solving issues and to progressing in things in a place like this is that, you know, that political situation or whatever you want to call it. As you heard, like throughout this whole time, throughout this whole episode, this drug situation here, it's so political. Like every conversation that we have about it, it's not at a surface level. It's not like how we talk about it in Sydney. It's like, oh yeah, some naughty kids or some depressed people. It's like these are very vulnerable, poor people, village people, because 70%, 80% of the people here are in poverty. They literally live like back in the days in villages, and they're being given one way or another. It's not like I can make a conclusion and say they're doing it, the government's doing it, but you hear people's opinions, and however it's happening, there is blatantly mass loads of drugs being allowed to enter the country to these very vulnerable people on one hand, and on another hand, absolutely nothing being done about it, or the problem really even being recognized on any level other than arrest them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, cuz. And it all runs back to levels of politics that we could never fully uncover in an hour like this. To spin out to know that just recently, just in this like last government pretty much, did it just become, here, you wouldn't think it, did it just become acceptable or even safe to make a video like this? Like legit, if we came here like 7-8 years ago, like they said, the army would be like rocking up, that people will be trying to kill you for making a video like this. Look, even the fact that the entire video had their faces blurred and voices changed shows the level of unsafety and ostracism that comes with trying to just pretty much, they're just trying to make a change. Pretty much, they're just trying to talk about an issue that's a very serious issue that no one talks about. I mean, he's only getting worse and worse, but even just doing that, like any other country you do that, you'd have people here like, hey, look at this is bad, this is what we got to do. Here, it's a full thing just to talk about like making change and getting rehabs and treatment for drug addicts is as dangerous as like I met up with a gang of drug dealers so their face had to be covered so they didn't go to prison. Do you know what I mean? Like it shows the level of the barriers that have to be broke through. I don't know if this comes off wrong, but I feel like where the drugs are at now, where this drug epidemic is at now in Fiji is a lot more serious than the equivalent level of a different country. I just feel like because of the poverty, the fragility of the people and the youth here, that cause like if that goes unchecked, if it's at the point now where you're going up in suburban streets, they're walking around with bananas on one arm and an ice pipe, cause the ice pipe, I don't know why it was so big. It was like my forearm, but skinnier, but like the length of my forearm. And he was holding it, like, it took me a while to notice. I thought it was like a Coke bottle. If it's that open, see the streets, bus stops full of them. This is one where all the girls smoke ice, and this is one where all the boys, and that's where the kids are. It's like, because if it's like that level now and then nothing happens and it goes unchecked, I just feel because of the fragility of this place and the people, 10 years from now, cuz, forget about it. 10 years from now, it's going to be like, remember I walked around Sao Paulo, Crackerlandia? Cuz, honestly, cuz, you can see it, eh? Imagine that it just gets ignored for another 10 years. No nothing, no rehabs, no nothing. Just flood them, that's it. Stuff them. You know what I mean? That's the end of Fiji, cuz. It's just been out to see Fiji like this, cuz, as it is. You know what I mean? We never think that. You know, I knew Fiji had a different side to it. You know what I mean? Didn't just think it's like surfboards and Hawaii, man. Hawaii, that's its own story. I didn't just think that, you know, but I didn't think it was this bad, you know? I didn't think it was this bad. Anyway, that's it, bruh. Fiji's drug epidemic. Hopefully it gets better. Laters.